Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 285, The Silent Witness 2. Detective Sarah Blake had seen many crime scenes in her career, but this one was different. The small town of Willow Creek was known for its tranquillity, not for murder. Yet here she was, standing in the middle of a gruesome scene in the old library. The victim, Mr. Harold Finch, was the town's librarian. He was found slumped over his desk, a single bullet wound to the head. The library was closed for the night and there were no signs of forced entry. Sarah knew this meant one thing: the killer had a key. Sarah's first suspect was the assistant librarian, Emily. She was the only other person with a key to the library. Emily was a quiet woman in her late 20s, always polite and diligent, but Sarah had learned long ago that appearances could be deceiving. "Emily, can you tell me where you were last night?" Sarah asked, her voice calm but firm. "I was at home, Detective. I left the library at 6 p.m. as usual," Emily replied, her hands trembling slightly. "Did you notice anything unusual before you left?" Sarah probed. Emily shook her head. "No, everything was normal. Mr. Finch was in his office working on some paperwork." Sarah nodded and made a note. She needed more evidence before she could make any accusations. She decided to visit Mr. Finch's office. It was a small, cluttered room filled with books and papers. On the desk, she found a diary. Flipping through it, she noticed an entry from the day before the murder. "Meeting with JT at 8 p.m, it read. Sarah's heart raced. Who was JT? She needed to find out. She decided to visit the local bar, the Rusty Nail, where many of the townspeople gathered in the evenings. As she entered the bar, she spotted Jack Thompson, a local handyman known for his temper. Could he be JT? Sarah approached him cautiously. "Jack, can I have a word?" she asked. Jack looked up, surprised. "Sure, Detective. What's this about?" "Do you know Mr. Harold Finch?" Sarah asked, watching his reaction closely. Jack's face darkened. "Yeah, I know him. Why?" "Did you meet with him recently?" Sarah continued. Jack hesitated. "I might have. What's this about?" "Mr. Finch was murdered last night. I found a note in his diary about a meeting with someone named JT at 8 p.m. Was that you?" Sarah asked directly. Jack's eyes widened. "Murdered? No, I didn't meet him last night. I was home all evening." Sarah could tell he was lying. She needed to find proof. She decided to check the library's security cameras. If Jack had been there, the cameras would have caught him. Back at the library, Sarah reviewed the footage. Sure enough, at 8 p.m, Jack was seen entering the library. He stayed for about an hour and then left. Sarah had her suspect, but she needed a motive. She returned to Jack's house with a warrant. Inside, she found a hidden stash of rare books. Among them was a ledger detailing illegal book sales. Mr. Finch must have discovered Jack's operation and confronted him. Jack had killed him to keep his secret. With the evidence in hand, Sarah arrested Jack. As he was led away in handcuffs, he muttered, "I had no choice. He was going to ruin me." The case was closed, but Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the story. She returned to the library one last time. In Mr. Finch's office, she found a hidden compartment in his desk. Inside was a letter addressed to her. "Dear Detective Blake, if you are reading this, it means I have met an untimely end. I discovered a smuggling ring involving rare books, and I fear for my life. Please ensure that justice is served. Sincerely, Harold Finch." Sarah sighed. Mr. Finch had been a silent witness to a dark secret. Thanks to his bravery, the truth had come to light. As she left the library, she felt a sense of closure. Willow Creek could finally return to its peaceful existence. Vocabulary notes. Gruesome. Definition: extremely unpleasant and shocking, often involving death or injury. Example: the small town of Willow Creek was known for its tranquillity, not for murder, yet here she was standing in the middle of a gruesome scene in the old library. Similar words: horrific, ghastly, macabre. Suspect. Definition: a person thought to be guilty of a crime or offence. Example: Sarah's first suspect was the assistant librarian, Emily. Similar words: accused, defendant, person of interest. Trembling. Definition: shaking involuntarily, typically as a result of anxiety, excitement, or frailty. Example: Emily replied, her hands trembling slightly. Similar words: shaking, quivering, shivering. Cluttered. Definition: filled with a messy collection of things. Example: it was a small, cluttered room filled with books and papers. Similar words: messy, disorganized, untidy. Hesitated. Definition: paused before saying or doing something, often due to uncertainty or reluctance. Example: Jack hesitated. I might have. What's this about? Similar words: paused, faltered, wavered. Ledger. Definition: a book or other collection of financial accounts. Example: among them was a ledger detailing illegal book sales. Similar words: account book, register, record. Confronted. Definition: faced or opposed boldly. Example: Mr. Finch must have discovered Jack's operation and confronted him. Similar words: challenged, faced, opposed. Compartment. Definition: a separate section or part of something. Example: in Mr. Finch's office, she found a hidden compartment in his desk. Similar words: section, division, partition. Bravery. Definition: courageous behavior or character. Example: thanks to his bravery, the truth had come to light. Similar words: courage, valor, heroism. Closure. Definition: a sense of resolution or conclusion at the end of an artistic work or a difficult situation. Example: as she left the library, she felt a sense of closure. Similar words: resolution, conclusion, finality. Story written by Copilot AI. Image created by Copilot AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.
Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.